What up, what up, what up? You know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is, man.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yep. All right. We about to get this started. Woo. That's loud. That's loud. That's loud. Woo. What's up, everybody? This is Charles Becco, and I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. We are going to be talking about the stock market, more specifically, a recap in the stock market, and I cannot wait to tell you all about that. Give me 1 second. You just try to ping my fellow co-mod here. And so, you know, this is a new club that we're starting under, Brooklyn Traders. Be sure to follow the club. And again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Give me 1 second as I kind of get the room together. Let me see here. Get the links going. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Again, if you find that there's some value here, definitely ping your friends, colleagues into the room. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just get the link pinned up here. All right. So you guys can see the Zoom. And we're going to get the show on the road. All right. Wonderful. All right. Okay, the link is now up there. Again, thank you so very much, you guys. Again, this is Charles Becco from Brooklyn Traders, and today we are going to be talking about the stock market. All right. Very good. All right. Let's see here. All right, so again, everybody click the link above, and we'll get right up in there. Okay. All right, so make sure you guys can see the screen. I think you should be able to see the screen. Okay, very good, very good. All right, so basically, right, what's going on in the stock market? Well, a lot of craziness, right? Again, we mentioned that, you know, it was going to be kind of hectic, right? Because the problem with the Qs, again, and I just want to reiterate and re-stress, right, is that the Qs, oh gosh, look at this. And this is kind of a messy screen, kind of bit. Let me just put the futures on. Oh, man, man, we got issues, y'all. So we even have a weekly squeeze pointing to the downside that's firing off right now, okay? This weekly squeeze fires off to the downside. Whew! You're talking about another 600 and so points lost. So you're talking about, like, what? 13.6 on the Qs on the weekly time frame. Let me look at QQQ here. It's about 13.6. So you're talking about, again, if we get this weekly to fire short, right? That is another $20. So you're talking about 327, 325 on the Qs, which is not good, right? Right now, oh, that's the weekly time frame, right? So let's go to the daily. Yeah, so team, it's just ugly. We just have a lot of trouble with this market here. And again, there's lots of things that contributes to that, right? So you're talking about this inflation. You're talking about treasury yields, right? So treasury yields, if you check out this chart, treasury yields is at the highest it's been all year. If you pull it back 3 years, okay, it's heading to a 3-year high, definitely a 2-year high here. And as you can see, I put a note here: below 1.6, go tech; above 1.6, go with the reflation rotation, right? And so, yeah, the treasury yields are kind of troubling, right? And so, just keep that in the back of your minds. I don't care what happens on a daily basis. If the treasury yields are this high, right? Look at the VIX here. Again, the VIX was cruising over 30 for most of the day today, right? And so, the VIX continues to climb. Something that kind of troubles me about the VIX is how violent it is on an intraday basis, right? You're talking about swinging a couple bucks up and down every single day, right? And so, pretty much, yeah, this isn't exactly a buy and hold environment. This is like an extremely short-term environment if you're having trouble. One of the best things to do is to actually, well, if you cannot scalp, go to maybe some premium selling strategies, selling premium off of extreme RSI readings maybe. But yeah, again, this is just a really, really tough environment here. I want to take a look at some tickers here. We had AMD that was up for most of the day. Okay. I think AMD was up as much as 3% for most of the day, and it worked out pretty well. But yeah, even AMD, as strong as it was, had trouble towards the end. If you go to the Q here, we pretty much had 0.5% swings, pretty much all day long, and it was pretty nasty, and pretty violent. And let me get a different chart because there's a lot of gunshots and explosions on this chart, and so we just try to. Woo! Oh, that looks ugly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a simpler chart, right? Let me see. I think if these are all the pivot points, right? We don't need pivot points. It's just too much. Again, that's too many gunshots and explosion on the screen. Let me see here. Oof. I got too many charts. I got way too many charts. I can't even. Okay, yeah, that's a nicer, cleaner looking chart to look at, right? So, again, if you look at the Qs, right, just right from open, 0.5% up, 0.5% down, 0.5% up, and we kind of one another 0.5%. So we were up about 1% at the highs, right? And then in the middle of the day, we kind of fell down and kind of tumbled on news that an attack on Ukraine may have been imminent, right? And so. With that, it was some kind of confusion where, the ministers in Ukraine, first tweeted out, hey, an attack may be imminent, and then they kind of pulled it back and said, well, not really, and it should not be taken literally, and blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of confusion, right? And so we are in a very, very headline-driven environment, okay? You have, I want to look at a metric called the ticks, right? I'm starting to realize more people are catching on to the ticks, right? Ooh, did I not spell that right? Is it supposed to be just ticks? I thought it was $ ticks. No, it's not. Oh gosh, now I have to look at my chart. What are the ticks called? Oh, it's called $tick. $tick. Got it. Copy. How did I mess it up? All right. So the ticks kind of measure, advancing and declining issues. Okay, on a minute by minute basis. I mean, you could set the increments to minutes, but generally speaking, it's a line graph that shows you relatively if there's a lot of strong buying or selling in the market. And so, when you look at the tick reading here, they're all over the place, right? It's negative 1500 here. Positive 1200 here. So there's a lot of choppiness in the market right here, okay? And it's really hard to establish a bias on an intraday basis, right? But daily, definitely on a daily basis, your bias should be angled more so to the downside, definitely. Okay, make no mistakes. Okay, this market is not exactly doing well, right? So, what should you do in a market like this, right? And it's actually very simple. Um, in our estimation, one of the best things to do is just stay out of the market. You know, just sitting back, just watching the market, seeing what it does. Maybe taking a few shots at things that make sense to you. Okay. If you're a longer term investor, that's what you should be doing. You should be hoarding cash, right? You shouldn't be, um, you shouldn't be like just playing single or weekly options all the time. You should be buying shares of things that you like in an environment like this, right? Just some ideas, right? Not financial advice. Take a look at Facebook here. Coming close to $200. For a lot of people, Facebook could be a terrific value down here, right? Just some ideas. Square at $100. Hood, Robin Hood. Okay. I don't think these names are going anywhere. I know Robin Hood. People hate it, but I really don't think these names are going anywhere. I would say PayPal, but I think PayPal could actually go down some more. Right? Man, look at that. PayPal has lost 60% of its value. 60. Right? And you got just massive gaps all over the chart here. Got a huge gap here at 225. Another huge gap here on earnings on 156. So yeah, PayPal is just really wholehandedly getting smacked around there, right? So maybe we can start taking a nibble at PayPal, right? Baba, okay. Baba looks like it's actually found the bottom, right? So if you look at Baba on more of a 3-year time frame, right? Right, we can kind of see the market phases, right? You can say market phase 1, market phase 2. Dang, there didn't even have a 3, right? Like maybe this little space up here could be like a market phase 3, and then market phase 4. And market phase 4 was pretty extensive, but it seems like Baba may have found the bottom here, right? Right around this trading channel between 100 and about 130, right? And so again, just some ideas, just some names that you could possibly add in an environment like this, right? And so team, you just have to stay light, stay nimble, sit on your cash, right? Because there's a lot more volatility left. Again, we have a weekly squeeze to the downside on the QQQ, and we have a monthly short setup on the QQQ. So again, just a quick stock market recap. Again, team, thank you so much for being here. Copy of this video will be uploaded. It is actually being uploaded to YouTube presently, and you can see it there. Again, my name is Charles Becco, and team, thank you for checking us out for this stock market recap. Take care. All right, y'all. Take care, everybody.
Retro.
Take care, everybody.